Hi Internet, I'm LichWick and welcome back to this game. If you've been paying attention to this series so far, you would know that in the last episode, I had a little bit of a small freak out, which then developed into a 2-week hiatus where I needed to cool down from video games and filming and everything like that. So thank you, France. Thanks for having me not do my job. Well, it's not really my job yet, but the point is, I got frustrated, had to take a break, and now I'm back, so let's finish this game. Hopefully this will be the last episode because I just want to get this over with, see what other kind of puzzles haven't been properly attributed to.
She was inviting me to follow her. Come see, she was telling me. It was her best part. A victim who plays her role to cheat death.
Where'd the subtitles go?
But she wasn't deceiving anyone. And me, even less.
Oh, new area? Well, like I said, puzzle was not properly brought to a computer, and it was definitely meant for the controller. But, like I said, not gonna put it in my mind, I'm just gonna sort of move on, be angry at this game, see what else it has to anger me with. Now, let's see, we're in a new area, we're still limping around in the, windy storm. Light is a little red instead of orange. Let's see. Is my car this way? Hello? Oop. This way. I wish I could. Can I run? I can. Alright, good. I saw a shoe. I see. Ooh, was that the shoe in the hallway hers too?
As a conscientious diva, Selena walked to her grand finale.
Oop. Here's my car.
My fear was washed away by disgust.
Ooh.
I was about to meet William.
How would you know that? He hasn't been in his house the entire time? Oh wait, no, Selena's leading us to William, I see. It's all back where I started a life ago, so that's not what we're supposed to do. Figured it. Ooh, hold on. Here we go. This way? No. Ooh, hatchet. What can I do with the hatchet? I'm breaking into my own car? This is my car. This is the one I crashed, right? Alright, use the hatchet. It already showed me the symbol. I know what you're gonna do. Yep, here we go. Oh, the trunk? That work? Well, I guess it worked from the silhouette. Ooh, is that a cross? What's going on in here? Yep, totally called this earlier. Am I William? And I'm just sort of like going all crazy? Alright, let's take a look at the body. Oh, right, my one match. So, I had Selena's body in my car. She's totally dead. And I'm William, aren't I?
And so it was me.
Yep, alright.
And I had killed her. I had killed the only beautiful thing in the world. The only one which could save me. I'm sorry. It was me all along, Selena. The son of a bitch. The sicko. The killer. The wolf. The filth. The bastard. The scum. Oh, you should have let your mother kill you. You should have undone what she did. You knew, and yet you let me have a second chance, Selena. Let me go on till the end.
Or you're just bonkers, William. Oh, is this it? Oh, no, I'm moving around.
The memories of what I had done were coming back slowly.
Can I move fast? No, I cannot.
Like the tide washing ashore the rotten corpses from a wreck. Selena was lighter than a pillow. The real weight was all those years of filth stored in my memory. Images. The blade I sunk deep into the stomach of my own mother. Those dark-haired women. Those hated clones of Margaret, split from head to toe as a sacrifice to the moon. Their organs displayed carefully. like some child fresco. Selena on the stage
Ooh,
of
choice.
Smoke and Mirrors. The glass I used to toast with her. The first time we talked. Her tears. The letters in which she told me about losing her kid. How her
I think they
husband
both go
had
the
been
same
murdered.
way. Let's try this one.
And our kiss. The blade I used to stab her. My father and the father of my mother died from the same madness. The
Syphilis.
same poison that men injected into the economic system they had created.
Oh, money?
On October 29th, 1929, millions of casualties. The scent of blood. And for the wolves, the beginning of the hunt.
What is this? Was there something on the right that I should have grabbed, or am I going to grab something here and bring it over to the right? William. Ah, my diary. Let's see. From William to Selena. End letter. I've just finished reading your letter, Selena. Never had oh wait, I should probably be reading this like him. Never had anyone open their heart so fully to me. I remember you asked yourself how it was possible that your voice would match my piano so perfectly. You and me are lost souls, my dove. But you are full of light, whereas I've been crawling down the abyss for far too long. I have told you some things, but not all of them. I didn't tell you about the blood on my hands. If you knew, one can't do anything against this fear. You don't come back from this darkness. It drives you crazy. Sometimes I forget this simple fact. I am a madman. Your love reminds me of the monster I have always been. Your warmth, your perfume, that's the closest I'll ever be to heaven. You are an incarnation of the moon, Luna. But neither of you was able to save me. That was not meant to be. This country needs wolves as much as it needs game. You will never receive this letter. Tonight, you will expect me to love you, and I will kill you. Because I am a shadow, and I can't stand anything but darkness and night. William Vesper. Yep. Ooh, is it crazy? Crazy holding a body. Oh, well. Now I have to, like, walk all the way to... Why'd the light turn off? Am I... This is the right thing I'm doing, right? I see the light. Okay, so... I believe I called this in an episode. I'm pretty sure I said it in at least 2. That... William is the killer. I mean, not William is the killer, but, like, Sam is William, so... Should stop calling him Sam, and I think I go this way, right? Yeah. Yeah, so I can see what's down on the right option. This may take a bit.
Selena's warmth was pulsing slowly in my arms, as the dark spot of my culpability was growing over her stomach.
You gonna make me zigzag?
In the sky, the moon was watching me, her son, as I was taking my first steps, holding her daughter in my arms. A resurrection.
Oh, the moon.
A second chance. Selena was dying.
Well, she's dead.
I could tell from her body, tightly pressed against me. At times, her eyes would open and stare at me. Not a hint of anger or accusation.
I mean, she's dead already.
She could have let go. Let her light pass. Let my mother take me back. But she was protecting me. She was forgiving me. The moon was silently watching us as we made our last push through the night. Soon, dawn would come. The sun would wash away all that ink which had condemned us. Goodbye, Luna. Goodbye, Mother. This night had been too long already. In nature, forgiveness darkness is part of a whole. It's part of a cycle, of a time frame, of harmony. We had been waiting long enough. I was trying to keep Selena warm as best as I could while she was holding on to me.
Okay.
Selena had never really been a part of this world. The full moon was coming to take back one of her lost rays. I was watching her go, wondering if I would ever see her again.
She's dead?
Probably a matter of cycle.
Okay.
I could wait. And it was a pretty night.
Oh yeah, say the title of the game. Okay, or not. That's fine. Alright. I guess now's the time for a review of the game. So, I think we already know what my overarching opinion is based on that last puzzle that poisoned the rest of it. Like, the game was fine. It was a standard, like, slow-paced horror game, which was nice. Like, I didn't get that many jump scares except that one at the beginning when the ghost turned around, and then everything else was just sort of, like, creep factor. I appreciated that. One of the drawbacks to that, though, is that the ghosts became a little more easy to deal with as from the perspective of horror, where it's just more like, oh, they're in the room now, so I have to be careful. And it was just a more kind of like chill up your spine kind of creepy, instead of the one that's sort of like Amnesia, where you turn around and then monster is there and you don't want to stare at it, that sort of thing. But like that puzzle, man, like after that, I just started noticing like all the bajillion things that were wrong with this game. Like, overall, solid game, but the story and the sound design and... Okay, I'm gonna go through this in like a tally mark. We already know from that puzzle that was improper gameplay coordination between apparati, I guess, because like I didn't have a controller, so you need to have a different means of me solving that puzzle that doesn't rely on rumble. And I was mad. We clear on that. So moving on, that ending, cliche as all hell. Like I called that from, I don't know, some sort of like episode 8 where it's like I am the real killer, because that's the kind of tone it would go for. But I might be willing to let that slide on account that it's a genre piece, and that's just the sort of thing that would happen in a sort of noirish horror, where it's like the big twist is like, you were the killer all along, and it's like, yeah, thanks, France. I see that coming. You're really pushing the boundaries of art there. And then just another small nitpick at the end there with the song and William trying to talk with the final monologue, I guess. It's just like they're playing at the same volume, so you can't hear him. So I had to read the subtitles in order to know what was going on. Other than that, fun game. Like it's really nice when you get like a horror game that isn't completely based around jump scares or the usual stuff that you tend to see in exploratory horror games. Like this one was definitely, well, this one was an adventure game. This wasn't like a survival horror in the usual sense. This was an adventure horror, I guess. Most people, I'm thinking about the phrase survival horror and how that gets thrown around a lot. Like, a lot of the games that are classified as survival horror usually aren't. Well, I won't say they usually aren't. Survival horror is something like there's a constant monster that will kill you, and there was in this one, but like it was slow-paced and easy to avoid, as opposed to something like Amnesia, where you have these sequences where like you're being chased by a creature of some sort, and then like you compare that to something like Alien Isolation, which is more like an action horror, where it's like you're in scary situations, but like the adrenaline is always up and you're always like an active player, and then eventually you find a means to fight back, which is the ending to that game with when you start getting like fire weapons and you're able to fight the alien as it tries to kill you. There's also a stealth horror. That's what I mean with Alien Isolation, but overall, this was refreshing, where it's like a point-and-click adventure where you're trying to like solve a mystery while also facing some sort of like paranormal threat. This was okay. This was okay. I like this game. I just have a really bad opinion of it because of like how it turned out. And I'm not gonna say it again because like I keep saying it. Just it's really bad when someone has to look up the answer to a problem because you didn't build it into the game for all apparatuses. But again, that's all it was. So I was planning on like plowing through this game in a marathon, but I guess there was only one episode left, and that works for me because I need to make room for some other games coming out in a few days, in a few weeks actually, because I'm planning on replacing this with a certain little game that's going to be another adventure game from Telltale Games, but which game that could be? It could be anyone's guess, so I'm just going to shove that back down. All right, now, so I guess from now on I'm going to just be playing Party Hard and King's Quest until that comes out, and if I run out of games, maybe I'll break into Soma to replace this as my horror game. But until then, everyone should try to survive the night, and good night!